Last year against Oklahoma State, it was a signature win for Thompson and Kansas State. They were 20-point underdog.
And a lot throughout this game.
2 plays and 2 carries, and room for Barnes on that right side into Oklahoma State territory and outside the 40. 150 yards on the ground last week, which was the 5th most in K-State history. First pass of the game is off the hands of depleted. Thompson with a quick hitter to Harris on second down. This is the 5th catch of the year for the injuries and woes. From the 34, Thompson's pass is high, intended for Zuber, and a 4th down coming up.
And back to Alex Barnes.
There he is. Barnes with some good patient running to weasel across the 20. Barnes once again goes to the left side, running away from Risner.
It's so high that a lot of people think maybe the first round.
Barnes, 3rd straight carry, and stood up on the interior. Big number
to do it.
On the ground of Barnes, first play of this drive. Well, Kansas State has been so strong. Barnes hit from behind in the backfield and dropped by Kenneth Edison Magruder. But Thompson,
the play fake.
Thompson has another fake this time for sure. Had all day to throw. A late rusher, nowhere to throw, so Thompson will take off. This kid can gallop, and Thompson has 8 yards. K-State shies away from that quarterback power run game. Barnes here, he takes it close. 3rd down, Barnes. 1st down. Kept his balance. Alex Barnes finally. Thompson back to Barnes. Kansas State's
drive.
On a 2nd and long, Thompson will finally throw it. That streak ends with a completion to Zuber in the box. Play clock was down to 1, and it's a pitch to Barnes, hurdling his way to the sideline and puncture. K-State needs the 17. Thompson looking over the middle. He'll pull it down. He'll run for it, and he has it. 1st down. Another 1st down run for Barnes, who is popped. Trey Carter down low. Now carries in the game after a 250-yard game last week. Here is Barnes again to start the 2nd with some physical running down to the 9. Barnes crunched in the backfield.
And they loaded it.
The bobble. K-State on the ground. Dalvin Warmack with his first carry and some tough running for theirs. Here comes the safety, Colby Peel, creeping up. Extra defender in the box, and Peel is the man with a takedown on Warmack.
Around the line of scrimmage.
Thompson out of the reach of an open Zach Reuter. Wildcats have passed for just 5, and they'll keep it on the ground here with Barnes. I mean, it's certainly in all likelihood, if they get back to a bowl, it would have to be with a win today. Thompson just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
No, I'll add 2 more games.
He's completed 1 pass in the game. 1 for 6. Thompson deflected, zinged around, and Jarek Bernard with. Zuber is out there now wearing his usual 7 as Barnes takes it. This is what happens when you have this double numbers. When you were playing in Houston, was that a thing back then?
I think so, because back then there was no 85 scholarship limit. Yeah.
Defensive front for Oklahoma State. Thompson will check it down to Barnes. He needs the 31. He hurdles out tackle in the Bill Snyder era. 3rd year there. Harris ran into his own man Zuber and then is spun down to the turf mightily today. 11 yards on 9 attempts. Thompson will run it here, eluding a defender out of the secondary and out of bounds near the 36. That's a flag, I think, against Brailford, who got a step early for Oklahoma State. Thompson may not have seen the flag. He pulled it. Minnesota. Big Week 7 Saturday. Chris Cotter and the gang will get you caught up. Thompson. Adjustment of the football made by Isaiah Zuber, but he could not.
Just got to trust the things around him.
Barnes with a big hole to start to midfield to set up the 3rd and short. One of the best rush defenses in the nation has already allowed more in this game than their average, and Barnes spins free. A broken tackle gets Simpkins. Thompson pressured immediately out of the pocket. He'll pull it down, look to run, has to get out of bounds, and does with no timeouts remaining. Oklahoma State brings pressure off the edge. Thompson goes over the middle, and it is incomplete off the hands of Roy. No Barnes in the game. Warmack is the running back. Thompson trying to set up the screen, and Warmack has space inside the 20-yard line for Dalvin Warmack. He caught a touchdown last week against Baylor. Thompson looking end zone here for Harris. Incomplete, overshot with Bernard. The Cowboys may have gotten away with a tug from Bernard on the previous play, and here Warmack just flat. Have to get to the 1st down marker or out of bounds. Thompson can't afford to take a sack here, and he does. That's going to an all. And they have only 3 to show for it. Thompson sticks it in the belly of Barnes, being driven down by Calvin Bundage. Another good
yards a carry coming into the ball game.
250 last week in the loss to Baylor, which was the 5th highest. Instead, Thompson will look to throw. Quickly goes through the progression, runs it for the 1st down and a little bit extra.
And that's
all Thompson here in Manhattan. Keeps it on 1st down, fires to Zuber, who's finally involved in the pass game. Isaiah Zuber.
That position, you start to game plan towards it.
Barnes with a cutback. There's a flag down. Thompson not particularly interested in throwing a block in this time in 21 years. Dana Dimmel took over the UTEP job. Nice one-handed grab on a ball thrown behind Isaiah Harris. The red shirts. Thompson in the pocket, and again, there's nobody to spy him. He's got all day to run, sliding down for a 1st down.
Start spying on Skylar Thompson.
Barnes following the lead of his fullback, Adam Holtorf, for a 3-yard. Just got the snap off. Give it to Warmack, and he is ridden down at the 10. First. Barnes instead up the middle into the end zone.
Right at this 3-man front.
And once again, they give it to Warmack out of into the slot. And Thompson throws it away from him. Zuber.
Great tackle.
Excellent open field play. Zuber wrapped. Another 3rd down faced by Kansas State. Thompson with time to throw and delivers a strike to Zuber for the 1st. A rare 1st down throw for Kansas State, and Thompson has it. Catch is made by Barnes. Play in coverage, but Barnes makes the play, and now Thompson keeps it. He's got room to operate. Skylar Thompson up.
Cute down here.
Barnes fumbled one of these last week, and here he is tripped up. Once again, Barnes. And he will walk in untouched. His 2nd. And last week was his best game since he ran for 336 against Chanute High School back in his Pittsburgh high school. Something Dalton said you see with every running back. Thompson out of the pocket here.
Yeah,
flag is down. A lot of contact, and it was Kenneth Edison. Barnes on the left side. Which I'd like to have a players-only meeting. Snyder said just do it after practice and you're good. Whatever was said appears to be working, as Barnes has a huge.
We're seeing today from the Kansas State Wildcats.
Barnes again. And exactly what you see.
In performing and what you could do better. And it seems to have worked.
Warmack in the game at running back, and he slithers his way. Still a fairly soft box for Oklahoma State, and Warmack hurdles his way over a downed player to the 15 for Thompson. Keeps it, pressured from behind, and down he goes. Walter shot with his 2nd, the Cowboys 30th. They'll run a draw with Thompson, needs the 11 for a 1st down. And he's got it. Skylar Thompson. Big time. Barnes patiently waiting and finding pay dirt. Alex Barnes has the ball, waiting patiently for a hole to develop. He'll run it for 3. He'll snap it with 10 and throw it to Barnes. An extended run, more or less, and a chance for Barnes to add to his total all the way to the 46-yard.
Fumble taking place.
Barnes 207 total yards in the game. And the back here, Dalvin Warmack for a yard. It has been unstoppable offensively this half on the ground. Here's a completion to a wide open tight end, Blaze Gammon, only his 3rd. Back to the bread and butter Barnes. Now, if you're wondering, Barnes did have. It had taken 3 minutes plus on this drive. Thompson throws it, and that will stop the clock.
Yardage.
3rd and 7. Thompson looking to run all the way. He escapes 2 tacklers, cannot escape a couple more, but here is a. Barnes across the 20. Oklahoma State has 3 timeouts. And Thompson gives it back to Barnes with room to run and a flag down in the backfield. So hold your horses. Kansas State a couple of weeks ago, the Longhorns just held on to the football for the last few minutes. Barnes around the corner. He is pushed out of bounds. Barnes waiting to pick his spot. He's got the end zone for a 4th time today.